Welcome, welcome, welcome. Season 3, Wind Down with Kev. I am Kevin Spann, the insurance guru, and I am so excited today. This season, the hashtag has changed the narrative and party people in the place to be. Trust me, we are going to change the narrative on this one. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Season 3, Wind Down with Kev. I am Kevin Spann, the insurance guru, and I am so excited today. I am bringing you an incredible guest today, none other than my brother from another mother, the legendary DJ Belal. One time, Belal, talk to the people. Hold up. Let me give my brother a proper introduction. If you don't know the name, the legendary DJ Belal, shame on you. Do your homework. Get your phone out. Google legendary DJ Belal. You could start with the movie House Party. You can look up Uptown Records, and you can go forward from there. Belal, talk to the people. Tell them who you are.
Well, first of all, it's a pleasure to be with my brother from another mother, the Mr. Kev Ski Spann. You know what I'm saying? You get to ski because you the grand master.
I appreciate that.
You the ski.
I need an MC name. I always wanted that in my life.
I know that. That's why I'm bringing the Kev Ski.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
But yeah, it's a pleasure to be here on your first show for your first season. I'm really honored.
No.
And I just basically, man, we've been grinding from the 11798 Strong Island for years now. This will be my 37th year.
37th year DJing Belal. So we're gonna go through all of that. We're used to talking to each other. If I call you for 1 minute, for sure it's gonna be an hour, and you're gonna talk to me my whole ride to work.
Yeah.
And I love it. So you got stories for days. So people, you are not gonna hear me talk very much at all during this podcast. I'm asking my brother all open-ended questions. He's going to talk about it, and when he run out of gas, I'm going to fuel him up, and we're going to get going again. So, Belal, let's take it right from the top. Let's take it from the 11798. You were born and raised initially in Queens. Queens get the money. And when did you make the move to Wyandanch? What age did you come out to Wyandanch?
I came to Wyandanch at 10 years old from South Jamaica, Queens.
Okay.
And just to rewind that a little further, I grew up in Queens. My mom, Iola Miller, God bless her, my father, Ron Miller, there's 5 of us.
Okay.
So at the time, it was just 3 of us before we moved. My sister, Koyama, God bless her, and Naima. And we came from a Muslim background.
Yes.
Nation Islam background.
Yes.
So basically, I was a very sheltered kid in South Jamaica. I ain't know nothing about what South Jamaica was really about. 108th Avenue, Supton Boulevard. You don't go there, you're in the gate.
That's it.
Playing with the kids and everything, bring out your toys. That's what we was about. And, I went to my first schooling was at the Nation Islam School, Temple No. 7, out in Harlem. And we just came up very sheltered. But my father was a huge session guitar player.
Okay.
And he did some recording, but his main thing was songwriting.
So I don't know if you're looking at my cheat sheet or not, but
I don't want to look at that.
I want to talk about your dad, but I'd be remiss if I didn't dig deeper into Temple No. 7. If my history is correct, that's the temple in Harlem that was founded by Malcolm X.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
You're born in Jamaica, Queens. You're visiting. You're going to Harlem, not far away, but you're going to that temple, which was founded by none other than Malcolm X. So we're from a time when a lot of people saw the movie Malcolm X. They wear the hat. The autobiography of Malcolm X is long recommended literature reading in every high school in the country. But for you, this is not a book. This is something you lived.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All the way.
Okay.
Basically, when you grow up in the nation at that time, because I was born in '65.
Okay.
So, I was brought up right after Malcolm, God bless him, was assassinated. So basically, when I got to the nation, I was born into the nation.
Okay.
My original name was Belal X.
Belal X.
Which is the first. When they do give you that X, you're like the only one.
Got you.
On in the temple. So it was rough. You know what I'm saying? Because we had one thing about the nation people don't understand, and I still hold it to this day in the sense of discipline. They gave you extreme discipline.
Okay.
So it was like, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. You don't disrespect your parents. You don't disrespect grown-ups. You don't even think about stealing. You don't think about lying in front of grown-ups, because if you did, and you did it at that school,
catching it right away.
Oh, you catching a beating.
And so here's the thing, B. I say this all the time. Manners will take you places that money won't.
Right.
How much has having good manners helped you in your professional career?
It helped me by leaps and bounds, because a lot of people that made mistakes by not controlling their tempers, not looking, giving people proper respect, got them out of the business real quick.
And people make that mistake in every business, but you've been in the music business forever, and you have some talented people, but you have some emotional people. I don't want to say divas, but you have some people with some emotions, and if they can't control it, I'm sure that'll cost them their career.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's a whole bunch of divas running around here.
So, and that business is not even. I could be the most talented rapper, DJ, whatever, but if I can't control myself, that's going to hurt you.
You're out of here.
That's done.
That's done. In the nation, it was similar. And as far as learning our history, this critical race theory, I learned that at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
So we knew what our history was right off the jump.
I mean, that's a beautiful thing, because the most important lesson in life is to get to know yourself. Mm-hmm. It's nothing else. If you get to know yourself, you will be highly knowledgeable. And it's amazing how many people much later in life still struggle with that. Okay.
Yeah. We definitely struggle with that.
So you get to know yourself. But I want to talk to you about your dad. And I want to talk to you about your dad, the writer. You mentioned that he was a musician, but talking about your dad, the writer, people he wrote music for.
Yeah. Well, he came from Jacksonville, Florida, on a dream of, as he always told me, your grandparents sent me to New York to make the family rich.
Okay.
That was the reason.
He was sent on a mission.
He was sent on a mission.
How old? How old was he sent to New York?
19.
19 years old. Go get the bag.
20, yeah, go get the bag.
Okay.
Because at the time, New York was New York. It's New York. It's the place to be. So in that time, when he came to New York, his first apartment was with the Pips.
The Pips, as in Gladys Knight and the Pips. So he's 19 years old. He comes to New York. Now, Belal, I'm going to test my math skills here. You wished your father a happy 78th birthday earlier this year. That means your dad was born in 43.
Right.
He comes to New York in about 1962, and he has an apartment with the Pips.
The Pips.
Right before they're getting ready to blow.
Yeah, they was coming up, and the thing about that era was a lot of people don't realize it was similar to hip hop.
Okay, of course it was.
It was very simple in hip hop, in the sense of you had a set of people that came through. They was all family. Everybody knew each other. You came to New York to make it.
Yes.
From everywhere around the country.
Yes.
So what happened was, he was a guitar player, great guitar player, master guitar player. And he started with sessions. Okay. And, a lot of the guitar players back then, at that time, you didn't have no multi-tracks. You had to hit it.
Okay. Right then and there.
Bam! You got to hit it, because if you don't hit it, The next guy is coming in to hit it.
Wow.
That's what a lot of people don't know.
Right.
When you record on 2 tracks.
Okay. This is before the 8-track.
Take 1. You can't get up to no take 10.
Right. That's it.
You wasting money now.
Take your butt
get
out of
him
the studio.
Out of here. Get somebody else. So the guys that he came up with was like Jimi Hendrix.
Legend.
Super legend. Jimi Hendrix. All those guys are session guitar players. Cornell Dupree. Wow. You look these guys up. Whole lot of the greats.
Okay.
And he had a certain style of playing. He was a rhythm guitar player.
Okay.
And he played the rhythms like boom, and he was hitting it.
Where it needed to be.
Where it needed to be. So you jamming with all these different drummers and the best of the best coming from all around the country. And but then he met some of the, as we call them now, a couple of the OGs.
Okay.
Which was Bobby Robinson.
Okay, nice.
From Enjoy Records.
Okay, let's go.
He was the double OG. Then.
I got you. He knew a couple of things.
He knew a few things. So one of his first records was Ronnie and the Manhattans.
Ronnie and the Manhattans. Okay.
He could sing a little lick or two.
Okay.
Had his pompadour, killing the ladies like oh.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? And then he met my mom, and that was it.
That was it. Game set.
Boom,
Understand.
Boom, boom. And she was from Georgia, and they met, and boom. So, but one of the most important people he met at that time was Don Covey.
Okay.
And if you look up Don Covey, he was a big songwriter at the same time, but he was connected to everybody.
Nice.
And the second dude was the great, like my godfather, God bless him, King Curtis.
Okay.
King Curtis was the saxophone player for Aretha Franklin. He's the one that's on all those records.
So now we connected to Gladys Knight and the Pips. We connected to Aretha Franklin. He's playing the guitar. When does he pick up the pen and start writing songs?
When he met Don Covey.
Okay.
Because Don Covey was a writer and a soloist. And they made a song together called Mercy, Mercy.
Okay.
That was my father's, one of his first records. And Don Covey put it out, and it was a big hit. It was a hit back then. And from there, King, he said, "Yo, Ron, you got to meet." They used to call him Little Ronnie.
Right.
And you got to meet Don Curtis. King Curtis.
Right.
King Curtis realized that he can write and play the guitar.
Okay.
So he put him in the band.
Let's go.
His band.
Let's go.
But they were more, where the money was really at was writing.
Of course.
Just like today.
Nobody understands that. Everybody, including me with no musical background and no hit, everybody wants to be in front of the mic. But what people don't realize that all of the money is with the pen and the paper behind the scenes. Behind the scenes.
And, that's where your publishing comes in.
Right.
But at that time, a lot of and up until now, even now,
right,
a lot of people not educated on publishing.
Of course.
But my pops got educated, real quick because he got jerked.
Of course, it's part of the process.
But his reputation, and he was a good dude, and they didn't jerk him as much.
Okay.
They still gave him a little something.
Right.
So when that record blew, what happened was Gladys Knight, they used to call her Little Gladys. She was like a damn near a teenager. She was, she's young. She was young. The Pips was a little older than her.
Okay.
And she was coming up, and the scene back then, when I've done a lot of research on the scene back then.
Okay.
The scene was, you got James Brown over here. You got Bootsy Collins playing with him. You got all these different people.
You had to come through Harlem, the centerpiece being Apollo, which everybody knows.
Absolutely.
People don't know about the Cotton Club. People don't know about some of the other spots there where you had to play. And you had to be ready, because those of you that have seen the Apollo, if you come on and you're not ready, they will boo.
They will boo you.
And usher
they
you.
will boo you
right,
behind
right
on
out of the door.
Out the
Okay.
door. And it goes back to you have to be a master of your craft. So you got to understand something. Today, and I will say this, and I have no problems with saying it. Today, people don't master their craft. You have to. What happens is when you don't master your craft, you can only go but so far.
Absolutely. You might be a one-hit wonder, but if your fundamentals and whatever you do is not right, it's going to show up and it's going to cost you. So you talk about that time. I know there was a lot of emphasis on artist and development. I've read a lot about Motown and how they competed every Friday night in front of each other long before they went out to perform for the world. So you had to be good. So B, we could stay here, but I gotta get into you.
Hold on, can I
tell
say
me one more?
Thing?
Go ahead.
Just to finish that off, Mercy, Mercy hit. But what happened was, Wilson Pickett did Mercy, Mercy.
Okay.
And then the Rolling Stones did it.
Woo. Okay. So let me ask you a question. Some of y'all know who Wilson Pickett is. All you know the Rolling Stones. Your dad penned that song.
Yeah, he penned that song.
And I hope that's the time that he got treated right with his publishing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He owns the publishing.
Yes. Yes.
So he gets checks daily off of that.
Let's go.
But the thing is, from there, then King Curtis hit in. Aretha, I got this song for you called Hello Sunshine.
Woo.
Boom, he wrote that. Then he wrote a couple of more for her. And then he started writing for the Pips.
Nice.
Gladys Knight and the Pips. And did this whole thing from the 60s to like the late 70s, 78, 79. All of his catalog.
Okay.
It's from that time. Now let me tell you. This is what and we're going to
I got you. Go ahead. Keep going.
Listen, writers, MCs, this is the importance of having some of your publishing.
Yes.
He made a record called Hello Sunshine.
Okay.
Right? Walmart, 8 months ago, used the song in the commercial.
Are you serious?
I don't know if you ever said, Hello Sunshine.
Are you serious?
My father wrote that song.
Are you serious?
So he's getting checks out of the moon right now.
You're talking Walmart money.
On a song that he wrote in the 60s.
That's a beautiful thing.
And a lot of people don't know, Don't Burn Down the Bridge by the Gladys Knight and the Pips. What goes around, come back around again. Grand Poobah and them sampled it, and he got more checks.
He got a check. Keep sampling. Keep
sampling. Keep doing all you do.
And pay me.
And pay me.
Pay me.
But the key to it is own some of your publishing.
Right.
It's like stock.
Got you. And it goes up in value.
And it goes up in value.
It goes, I love it. All right. So, B, I understand your dad's backstory. I understand your mom coming from Georgia. Rest in peace to your mom. I'm thinking Midnight Train to Georgia, and that's what's running through my head while I'm talking. But
right.
Raised in a nation, very strict. You come into Wyandanch. What's that experience like going from a very orderly, organized environment to the 11798?
Well, I could tell you that was like my first full year of public school.
Okay.
And coming to Wyandanch at that time, my sister, before we got there, she was 3 years old. She got us kicked out, basically out of the apartment. My father said, we got to get this girl out of here because she's just driving everybody crazy.
Okay.
She's seeing a wine punch commercial and she jumping up and down
all
my
night. God.
So, the landlord was like, y'all got it. Y'all, come on.
That's
So
it.
he was like,
She stopped jumping or y'all start bouncing?
Y'all stopped bouncing. She wouldn't stop jumping. And so we bounced. Yep. And back then, my mom's being the fact, my mom's part being that we was in the nation.
Right.
She wanted us to go to a predominantly black school.
Okay.
Because, basically at that time, that's what she wanted to do.
That's fair. Okay. That's what she wanted. It was the time.
And at that time also, realtors wasn't going bringing.
Well, whether you wanted to go to Wyandanch or not, you probably would have got stared to Wyandanch
Absolutely. Anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how it was.
That's how it was.
But, you know, we didn't have Google to check out the school, how rough the school was.
No.
So I go, my first time in the school, I got my lunchbox.
Okay.
You know, I got got all my goodies.
Now the way Wyandanch work is your first day of school as a new student, your lunch is my lunch, right? You bought that for me?
Yeah, but that lunchbox saved my life when you're there.
Talk about it.
You know, you know, I came fifth grade, but 6th grade.
Okay.
Full year. And it was rough, man. The kids was a lot rougher. You know, I ain't never seen nothing like that before in my life. And I was like, yo, I was shocked. I was like, yo, this is the real deal. What's going on here?
So people not from Wyandanch, Milton L. Olive Middle School is testing ground. It's important as a young man to be able to hold your own, carry your weight, and protect your lunchbox. So the lunchbox saved your life. Tell a story. Name names. Who came for you?
Oh my God!
And what did that name names?
But you know, it's funny. My class, the class of 1983, peace to all my classmates. We was a serious class. It was like grown men in 6th grade looking like, like literally. We was some big dudes. You had George Cooper. You had Rodney Clark, Gregory Lunsford. You had, you know, Loretta Jackson, you know, Loretta Jackson, Joan Jarvis, all the great.
Shout out to the class of 83. You guys have, to me, one of the most successful classes in the history of Wyandanch High School. We have yourself. We have your brother Chill, who we're going to talk about later. Mm-hmm. We have George Cooper, Ohio State, Miami Dolphins, Green Bay Packers. We have Loretta Jackson, Olympics. And I can go on and on. We have Rodney Kamel Clark, who protected, bodyguard, and led people around this country. So the class of 83, we have Dr. Scott Forte also in your class.
Yes, Dr. Scott Forte.
You know, so you have it on the athletic, entertainment, and the academic side. Your class did some phenomenal things, but we talk in general. Who came for your lunch, and who did you have to keep off your lunch?
You know, it's funny, and you know, one of the main, it was two situations at the school. It was the teachers.
Okay.
Because especially like the history teachers.
Got you.
You know, they was teaching a different history.
From what you had learned.
What I had learned. But like, that's not true. Yeah.
I got you. That's
not what I know.
That's tough. That's tough as we stand in a time where a lot of stuff is coming down or going down. You knew something different. But B, who?
Oh, man, I would come. I mean, I never forget. First day, forget about the lunch. We're going to go to the lunchroom. The first day in gym was a mess.
Okay.
You know, and I come in there. I had, you know, I'm still wearing suit.
I got you.
Tie, bow tie.
Okay, bow tie. Ooh.
Suit, bow tie. It wasn't no jeans. And
nothing.
You know, I had to get my parents
to loosen up a little bit.
To loosen up, because I was like, yo, these kids is playing dodgeball.
Wyandanch is not private school. There's no suits. There's no bow ties.
But I'm still hard bottom shoes. Ooh. No sneakers. Oh. I'm coming in there playing dodgeball in my shoes.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? I'm looking crazy.
Oh my God.
Haircut. Dude's just like, where you from?
Oh wow.
I never forget Marvin Simpson.
Okay.
One of the shortest people in the whole class.
I got you.
With all the mouth though.
I got you.
He had, where you from?
Got you.
I'm from South Jamaica, Queens. Well, we don't care where you from. Blah, 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 blah. Right. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, man, that's first lesson.
Yes.
Don't say where you used to be.
Don't say it. Don't say it. You're here now.
I'm here now.
Yes.
And I ain't going away. So playing with the kids, trying to, nobody, you know, they looking at me because it's a different world.
Right.
You know, they looking at me like, you're a cornball. You're a cornball.
Oh, my God.
You know, I'm going back home. How was school today?
Yeah.
Lunchroom now. lunchroom is a whole nother thing.
It's a different
Everybody's
animal.
together. Because you got to remember, the nation, I went with just the boys.
Just the boys. Just
and
the boys.
girls went with the girls.
You told me that before, that was your first time being in school with girls, lunch with girls, gym class with girls.
Yeah.
Different animal.
Different animal. So I'm in the lunchroom, and, I'm only one of the few people with a lunchbox because everybody got a lunch card.
Yes.
But my mother, she used to pack everything.
Yes.
Double dogs, sesame seed candies,
right.
all kinds of stuff.
Right.
For 4 people then.
Right.
So at first, I didn't know how valuable it was.
Oh, of course.
Until somebody started messing with me.
I got you.
My man Gregory Lunsford.
Okay, that's a big guy.
He's a big guy.
Big guy.
I'm small.
Right. Right.
But thank God my father, so you know what? I got into a little skirmish on the street.
Okay.
And he's like, I don't like the way you beat that kid up.
Right.
I'm gonna put you in karate.
Yes.
It was a blessing and a curse at the same time.
Okay.
Because everybody thought they was Kung Fu Joe back then.
Right.
Bruce Lee. You know what I mean?
We go see a karate movie.
Yeah.
And then you come out and act it out.
Right.
That's it.
So I'm on your little yellow belt.
Okay.
And dudes would just come up to me and be like, F you, and they cursing. I can't curse. I'm yes, sir. I'm yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Sir. Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Scared to curse.
Of course.
Because, first of all, I don't know the curse words. I'm learning from them
you
by
can't string
cursing
them together
me out.
the right way. I got it.
So, one time I got cursed out so bad, never forget, a Thomasina Green, 6th grade.
I know Thomasina to this day.
Cursed me
Hey,
out.
Thomasina, that's one of my clients. Talk nice about
Oh,
it.
my God, she cursed me out something vicious.
Nice.
And the Hasties, Renee and Claudette
Of course,
Hasties,
of
they
course.
was all cool at the time. He
Of
was
course.
in my class cursing me at girls, hard.
Of course.
I said, you know what? Mom, Dad, can I
Please.
have permission? to
Please.
curse, please?
Yes. Can I conjugate some of these verbs and defend myself?
To defend myself. So, in the lunchroom, you had all, most of the guys is bigger. They big.
Of course.
You know who I'm talking about. They're bigger. So, I started gaining friendships.
Right.
You want a double dog?
Yeah, now we
You can do
negotiate.
this and that and that and that. And, it was a lot of good, we had a lot of good brothers in the class.
Of course.
Like it's weird about Wyandanch. Wyandanch is like, at the end of the day, you might smack me in my face, but if you see me on the outside, you're gonna help me.
It's all love. We
You know what I'm saying? So
me being born and raised in Wyandanch on the south side, as your family chose to move to or steered to move to, we take care of each other, and then so that when you go out of town, you're prepared for it. So B, some of that stuff was obviously rough, moving into the school with a suit and tie.
Oh, yeah.
But your family wound up on 26th Street. Shout out to the south side, my neck of the woods of Wyandanch. You wound up living down the street from an incredible DJ Snake, R.I.P. Stephen Pyatt.
yeah, R.I.P.
Talk to me about what it was like. Him, I believe he's the one who taught you how to DJ. One of the people taught you how to DJ. What was that like?
So it's funny, when I graduated. Before I graduated, like I tried to stay out of everybody's way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was like one of them things. He's a nice guy.
Right.
I started hanging with the girls more.
Got you. More peaceful.
More peaceful.
Got you.
And then Chill, he was the guy. Daryl
Right.
Chill Mitchell, he was one of those guys, the cool guy.
I'm gonna come to Chill next because that's
Yeah,
one
yeah,
block over.
Yeah, that's one block over. But I kind of stayed. I got into sports. Played baseball for 4 years. I was a good ball player. All county and all that.
So, can I take a time out? You just told me this. I didn't know that. All county baseball player, Wyandanch. You told me you're batting .350. You're handling your business in right field. My team, the New York Mets, give you a tryout. But every time I see you, every post you have, you're always wearing the Yankees hat.
Yeah, because I've been a Yankee fan since, since '73.
Okay, that was a good team, but
Yes.
the
Yeah,
Mets
yeah.
gave you the tryouts. You're from Queens.
Yeah.
This is Queens team.
Yeah.
All my colors blue and orange.
Yeah, I mean, I love the Mets. I just want to put out the hat. That's all. I love the Mets.
Okay,
I
okay.
love the Mets. I love all my New York
But
teams.
I did not know that you played baseball
Yeah,
at a
yeah,
serious level like that.
Yeah, but Wyandanch, we wasn't known for baseball. We was known for,
Basketball, football.
And at those ages, we didn't have T-ball or we didn't have.
No, we were behind.
We didn't have, Little League. So we was way behind. So I learned all my baseball from the South Side.
I got you. From
would
playing
pick
field.
up games in the field and the streets.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I, got a lot of my music friendships.
Yes.
From, like, for instance, my man Nate Tinsley.
Yes.
My pops sold him his recording equipment.
Okay.
And he started his own.
Okay.
And that's who started Nate.
Shout out to Nate Tinsley.
Yeah, the great Nate Tinsley. And we'll get back to him. But then, in Wyandanch, hip-hop was coming through like a train, too.
It was on fire. 2 classes ahead of you, the class of 81, has a bunch of DJs. Start on the South Side with Dr. Say.
Mm-hmm.
Stay on the South Side with Snake.
Mm-hmm.
Also a DJ a lot of people forgot about is Mark Felton. Mark used to kill it right around 1 block over from me. And then you go to the Carver Park section. You got DJ Cool Breeze. You got all of the Sinister Brothers. DJ Forrest Collins,
Crew.
Chaos, all representing the Boondocks, Charles Hunter, Southside. Everybody, for some reason, that graduating class 1 year behind me, actually class I'm supposed to be with, it must have 12 to 15 DJs.
Yeah, easily.
Easy.
And before them, you had dudes coming up like DJ Motor.
Of course.
Nelson PR.
The guys I grew up on, Pleasure, Yago, Maniac, everybody, Rapper K. Yeah, that's the hip-hop legends that I was raised on. When this thing called hip-hop first started, they were the ones giving the block parties. They were the ones in the Wyandanch daycare center.
Where I couldn't go.
I took my beatings. I snuck out, I went, and I came back, and I caught it. And to this day, it is worth it because for those of you that don't know, I love hip-hop music. It is my life. It is the back music to my life. So, B, fast forward. You posted about this. Mm-hmm. You posted about wishing hip-hop a happy birthday. Mm-hmm. And you posted that you had started MCing in 1981, and you went by the name The Grand.
That wasn't the first name.
That wasn't the first one.
The first name was Super B.
Super B.
MC Super B.
Super B. MC Super B.
Super B.
Okay, becomes the Grand BMC.
Becomes the Grand BMC.
Now, B, I don't know you behind the mic that way. I've heard you hype a party. You're known for being on the tables and just tearing the party up. You've done everything I do personally, people. This is the man I go to. These does my birthday parties, all my community stuff. We work on Wyandanch Day together nonstop. This is my music man. If you want to know what the soundtrack of my life sounds like, listen to this man right here. You are my go-to man. But I never heard you really dropping lyrics like that. But you're on the song. You're on Groove Beef Chill.
Yeah. I'm on the.
You're on the track, okay?
And I was singing too. I could sing a little bit. That's
okay.
On my pop side.
Okay.
But the thing is, this is crazy. This is a crazy story. I'm gonna try to tell it quick as possible.
Okay.
My class.
Okay.
Teddy Oaks.
Okay.
He was DJ.
Yes.
And he was across the tracks.
Okay.
Where I couldn't go.
Got you.
So, everybody, brag on Pleasure going to the park. No, I was sitting on the step listening to him.
Yes.
My man, God bless him, Robert Garcia brought me to
that's my man.
Nelson PR's house. And, man, I thought I never saw that many records. And I was like, oh, my God.
North 26, North 27, let's go.
Yeah, I wanted to be a DJ then.
Yes.
But I started out rapping in my father's band.
Okay. Woo.
And before... I came to Wyandanch. And I don't know if you remember Then Roy Morgan's do.
Oh, yeah.
Anything.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing in the world that I can't do.
I'll give the world to you
Right.
if you want me to.
But I was little Ronnie, so they would let me do its song, and I'd be like, do anything. You know what I'm saying? That's where I started.
Okay.
And then I like rapping, but I couldn't write rhymes.
I got you. Okay.
So by the time I was in 12th grade, I got into the little talent show, and I showed my little musical skills.
Okay.
Nobody knew.
Okay.
You know, got into the band.
Got you.
I had to give a big shout out to Mr. Manuel, the band teacher.
Okay.
He was I had a master musician, but I never really got into the music like that. I was more into sports.
Got you.
But I wanted to do it to fit in.
Right.
So I got into the band with bass drummer. He did well with that and all that. When I got out of school, me and Teddy Oaks started really getting tight.
Okay.
He would, not me, but he would cut school.
Okay.
One time I did it. But I was so scared of my mother and father, I never did it again.
Oh, my God.
So we cut school, went to Brass Record Den.
Okay.
And got some Cold Crush Brother.
Woo, that's serious.
Tapes. And the Cold Crush Brothers, Grandmaster Cash and the Cold Crush Brothers, was the guideline, I will say this. The ultimate MC DJ crew, in my opinion.
I was listening to Grandmaster Cash on XM Radio, LL Cool J, Rock the Bells, yesterday, the day before yesterday, and I thought about the fact you brought him to Wyandanch Park, Wyandanch Day, very, very recently, and he was talking about the craft. So definitely, without a doubt, definitely set the standard. Definitely.
Yeah, them Funky 4 plus one more.
Yes.
The Force MCs, which became the Force MDs.
Yes.
The Fantastic Five.
Come on.
Spoonie G.
Treacherous 3.
Busy B.
Yes.
Cool Mo D. Treacherous 3. Those guys was the elite. But in my opinion, for some reason, we gravitated to the Cold Crush Brothers.
Okay.
And their style and the way they were. So we used to sneak out to Brass Record Den, which was, I want to say, in the Bronx, and we would come back and bring the tapes. Now, mind you, it's Teddy Ted. The crew was the Almighty 5 MCs.
Almighty 5 MCs. You, Teddy Oaks.
No, not me.
Oh, that y'all was watching, okay?
Let me tell you why it wasn't me.
Because you couldn't come out. You couldn't kick.
No.
That wasn't it?
No. My first, I was like, I want to be down, and I want to be boom, boom, boom. Yeah. These guys. Now, I'm gonna tell you who's in this crew.
Okay.
It was Chaos.
Nice.
Scully, Mike Mitchell.
Nice.
Mac, Rakim.
Okay.
A young 13,
early.
Maybe 12, 13
early.
Rakim.
Early.
But he was nice then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's rhyming. We in a cypher. He's like, yo, such and such a Super B. Kick off a rhyme for me. And I go, to the bag. Just take the same old bag. My name is MC Super B. And they was like, ah! I'm running down the street because I sound old school.
Oh, my God. Right. And you sounded that way right when it was changing. And Rod changed the way rhyming sounded for everybody. So quick hip hop lesson. Everything started from nursery rhymes and it built from there.
Right. But the funny thing was, it wasn't done on record yet.
No, of course not, B.
So, but
of course
with
not.
These guys, Rod was so far ahead of his time, and some of the other guys also G-Stro, the Almighty G-Stro.
Oh, incredible.
I mean, and they was ahead of their time.
Never to be forgotten. Incredible.
And so I sounded like I was in slow motion.
Yeah. It does.
So I said, you know what? Let me chill on the rhyming for a minute
and get behind the table.
And let me sneak my father's drum machine out of the house and just do the drum machine like Dr. Say.
So let me say this right here, B. One of the things that's behind you on that sign, my season 3, you're number 1, you're kicking it off. Don't worry about seeing it. But it's hashtag change the narrative. And people out there that's going through anything, we're in a time where everybody's going through a whole lot. And the one thing that you want to do or that you used to do, it's not there no more. And at some point in your life, you got to change the narrative. You got to get in where you fit in and do what you have to do, and be at a young age. While you wanted to rap, you saw that it was better for you to be behind the tables.
But it was a long process for me. Like, I still kept MCing.
Okay.
Because what happened was, the Almighty Five MCs, we was the ragtag crew. You know what I'm saying? We was making speakers in the backyard, dreaming about Cool Breeze.
Right.
Battling Cool Breeze. Listen, I say, hold up, wait a minute. We talking about battling who?
Right, right. There's a standard.
Just got a system.
There's a standard.
I don't know if we could do that
There's
or
a
not.
standard.
But what happened was, Rakim and the Almighty G Stro left the crew and went with them.
With the Love Brothers.
The Love Brothers.
Yes.
Which brought the Love Brothers as MCs. Like, they had Ron Drew, God bless him. You had Snake on the ones and twos. You had Breeze on the ones and twos.
That's a lot.
You had Blade. But when you inserted them two,
right,
it was a whole nother thing.
So people, let me give you a perspective. This is Kevin Durant joining the Golden State Warriors.
There you go.
You're talking about an all-star team getting better. Don't play the regular season. They already won the championship.
Right.
B, I'm going to jump off that. You come to Wyandanch, a little bit of a rough time. You learn how to win friends and influence people. One block over from you, you make friends with somebody that's still one of your best friends to this day, who y'all do a whole lot in the music business and other business with. That's Daryl Chill Mitchell. Talk to me about Chill. How did you and Chill meet, and how did y'all build this incredible friendship that still lasts until today?
We met we was in school together, but we really started conversating during a fight I was having.
Well, you're in a fight.
Because what happened was my lunchbox, back to the lunchbox. I was empty that day. Everybody, I'm giving out stuff, and we flipping cards.
You're trying to win friends and influence people.
Yeah, we flipping cards for devil dogs and whatever. You know what I'm saying? In the lunchroom. So what happened was I gave everything out, and this is like one of the first times I had to really stick up for myself.
Okay.
Like, yo, you know what?
Right.
This is getting ready to get
enough.
Enough. I never forget the gentleman. I'm gonna say the gentleman.
Okay.
Right. He said, yo, I want that devil dog. I said, yo, man, I already gave you 3.
Right.
I don't have no more. This is mine.
Right.
I don't care. Give it to me. He snatches it out of my hand.
Woo.
And smashes it in my brand new white shirt.
Come on, B. He didn't
that
even
my mama, Miss Miller, just bought. You know what I'm talking about. When your mother buy you some clothes, you better not come home with nothing wrong with it. Period.
He didn't offend you. He offended your mother.
No. I'm getting ready to get a beating if I come back home and don't do nothing.
This is a problem.
So I stand up in the middle of the class, meet me at the school by the dumpster, and I'm going to get you.
Yes.
Now, the clock ticking in Mr. Mingarelli's class.
Oh, I remember Mingo.
In the school.
Yes.
I'm scared as I don't know what.
Yes.
But I can't back out now.
You can't back out, and you can't fight in Mingarelli's class because Mr. Mingarelli had a big paddle hanging in the classroom. If there was a problem, he would have settled it right there.
He would have settled it right there. So I'm scared as I don't know what. Because I'm only a little yellow belt. I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm scared. Okay. The first one that beat me in the back of the Milton Olive is who? Daryl Chill Mitchell.
Let's go, Chill.
He's sitting on that dumpster.
Yes.
Oh, we got a fight coming. Let's go.
Ready.
I'm thinking that he's not going to show because it's getting late. I'm like, please don't show, please. Please, you bigger than me. I got no wins, but I gotta.
Right.
He smashed a devil dog in my shirt.
That's a position that needs to be defended.
He comes out. Boom. I'm like, oh, all right, okay. I'm thinking somebody gonna jump in. No, we get a head up.
No, fair.
Head up is head up. We
fair.
Get a head up. Fair. Okay. I don't know what happened. My hands just went, hit him in the throat.
Got it.
By mistake.
Got it.
I said, oh. Boom. Chill goes, oh!
We got Chill hyping up the fight.
Up everything. Now, my pops, mind you, I know he's getting ready to come to the school.
Right.
To make sure I'm doing my grades because I was a
Right.
little slow.
Okay.
You know, because the Nation of Islam was teaching something and then
Different.
So Mr. Mingarelli, he would see him every week.
Right. Make
so
sure.
That's the day he coming, and I know. So I'm like, oh my God, this is a mess. I gotta hurry up and try to do this. And,
Right.
And boom, boom, boom. Okay. He takes my lunchbox and throws it up on the roof.
Woo! Problem number 2.
Oh, my mother gonna kill me.
Problem number 2. I need that.
Right. So we get back into it, but that's how me and Chill really started conversating. After that, he was like, "Yo,
Chill.
He got you, but you really got him."
So Chill gave you, he was the hype man, and Chill gave you some feedback on your performance.
And my pops took me to somewhere. It's like, son, you did good.
Right.
But you could have ducked and you could have just that.
Your pop saw the fight.
He saw the fight.
Laid back.
Laid back and watched me. You know,
Yeah.
that's how Pops was, you know what I'm saying?
Our parents, not my father handled a little bit different, but your father's not the only one that made sure you could take care of yourself. And you could watch this, you could listen to it, and you could say we could have walked away. But I tell you what, B, I'll take our generation of settling conflicts with our hands over the way this generation settles conflicts, because whoever that gentleman was, over time, y'all probably became friends.
Yeah.
And probably cool to this day.
Yeah, basically.
You know, so.
We cool. But, we was babies.
Well, it didn't hurt.
And it didn't hurt.
So B, you become friends with Daryl Chill Mitchell, and DJing, y'all rapping together, and y'all did something that changed the narrative of Wyandanch. Y'all were the first people from our community that was ever featured in a movie, not only nationwide, that went around the world. Mm-hmm. House Party. Talk to me about House Party.
Well, House Party, we're gonna rewind real quick.
Okay.
House Party started at a lot of house parties in Wyandanch. I used to start, once I started getting out, I saw a lot of house parties and a lot of yard parties. See, you gotta remember, the Bronx, the boroughs, they was doing it in the parks, but they wasn't really doing it in houses. Mm-hmm. We had houses with yards and basements.
Basements, absolutely.
So my first basement party was Charles Hunter's basement.
Okay.
And watching the Chaos Crew and Snake, and I'm trying to learn how to DJ. I couldn't get it. Speedy Speed tried to teach me. Snake tried to teach me the first time, and then my next door neighbor, Warren, who was married to Gwenny Dukes.
Okay, I got you.
And he was like, "You want to learn? Come on upstairs. All right, pat your feet. You know how to count? Yeah, I knew how to count. I know. 1, and count out the beat and drop it on the downbeat.
Wow.
Drop it on the downbeat. When you drop it on the downbeat, it's always going to be a beat on beat if you drop it on the 1. Find the 1 under each record.
Ooh.
Nobody taught me that.
Nobody taught me that either.
So I went, boom. A lot of people know. I'm like, what was that?
Bringing it back.
I'm just saying that's the downbeat.
Okay.
Boom. That bass drum hit or snare hit on that down. Boom. That's where you drop the record. You listen to, he said, split your head in 2. Split your head. Listen to that side, but still listen to this side when you gotta, and that's what I do to this day.
Are you serious?
And that's how I learned. And Snake, he said, don't forget about that cutting. Worry about blending.
Blending. Keep them on the floor and keep it together.
Yeah, keep it on time. The cutting will come.
Right.
And Snake was the one that put the cutting will come.
Okay.
To me.
Wow.
But the fundamentals of DJing was taught by Warren. Nice. He was a lot older than me, but I understood music. So I understood the timing, but I couldn't get it before. But when he explained it, it all clicked in. So when I graduated, I speed this up. I went in my basement for 8 months. Nobody saw me. I was working out at 2J's out in Queens, South Jamaica, Queens.
Okay.
Across from the Wiz. And I would buy nothing but records.
Okay.
My mother bought me my turntables. No, my bad. My mother bought me my speakers from the Black Glove Crew.
Okay.
And my father bought me my turntables.
And you in business.
When I graduated.
And you in business.
And I'm in business.
That's the beginning.
I didn't go to the prom. I said, give me my equipment.
Wow.
That's why I didn't go to the prom.
And you knew what you wanted.
I knew what I wanted.
Okay.
I went in my basement. And when I came out, no lie, no disrespect to nobody, I was nice.
Because you put in the work.
Everybody was like, where's Belal? My man Keith Johnson, he was my guy.
Yeah.
And we would practice together. And Chill would come over, knock on the door, and I'd be like,
Not even Chill.
Not even, no. Boom, boom. Just because I knew that it was so many good DJs.
You had to catch up.
I had to catch up, but not only that, you had to that's Wyandanch, and I had to say Amityville. As far as DJs, it was some of the best DJs coming out of there. And Brentwood.
No question.
So I knew about Diamond J. I knew about Prince Paul. I knew about Caleb Boss, DJ 45. I knew about everybody because I was spying on everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? I would go to Amityville and know who's who.
Of course.
You know, so in Wyandanch, you had to go far.
You didn't have to go right to the AC and get the red stuff on your shoes and then have a good time.
So one day I asked my mother, I said, Mom, can I have a house party? Now, by this time, Rakim was coming to my house. And once I let people know I was DJing, Rob would come to my house all the time. Chill would come to my house all the time. Chaos would come to my house all the time.
You loaded. You got an all-star squad.
I got an all-star squad. God bless him. Too Poetic.
Yes, sir.
Used to come to my house
Wu-Tang?
and we would have jam sessions in my house because their moms might not have let them at their house, but for some reason, my mother wanted me in the house.
Right.
So
it gave you a safe environment. They're rapping. They're doing something productive.
Yeah.
And you popped the question, Mom, can I have a house party?
Have a house party.
Okay.
You know, can I have my birthday party?
Okay.
I never had a birthday party.
Wow.
The first time I had my birthday party, I gave it for myself.
Oh, my God.
So what happened was, now I got Raw, Almighty G Stro, Chaos, Chill. It was serious.
So you have, so anybody that doesn't know, we're talking like people that know each other. Anybody doesn't know, when he talks about Ra, he's talking about Rakim of Eric B. and Rakim.
The greatest of all time.
Arguably the greatest MC of all time, not because of our opinion, but every magazine has said it. He's talking about Daryl Chill Mitchell of MC fame and acting fame, featured on NCIS New Orleans and Fear of the Walking Dead as we speak, and much more than that. So it all comes from this small community, and now you're having house parties, you're creating a platform, you're cutting, scratching, blending, and you're playing, and now you get to see people react to your music.
My first party, one of my first parties was at the Gemini.
Woo! Right on straight path.
And Motor was there.
Okay.
And Spider, a couple other dudes.
Yes.
You know, and they were like, yo.
Yeah.
Yo.
These guys are older than me, but they're the ones that brought hip hop really to Wyandanch, and we could spend all day going down the list.
Yeah.
But they saw that you were putting
it
in
I was, you know, and then, like I said, I felt I was ready. And another thing was all the classes in Wyandanch High School was very close, like class of 85, Denise.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
That's my sister's class.
Of course.
The class of 86 is Rakim's class.
The closest
Jay
class.
Riley.
The closest.
All those guys. The closest were all
to
of
this
the
day.
classes.
To this day. Shout out to the class of 86.
The class of 86. The class of 84. My class, 83. But a lot of my class went off to college and was doing their thing. But for some reason, the class of 86 and 85 gravitated to me. So that was my crowd. That was really my crowd.
That was your testing ground.
That was my testing. So when I brought them, they were sneaking out. Man, they were sneaking out the house all day to come to those parties.
So let's talk about the class of 86. Mm-hmm. There's a famous talent show that has some incredible people there. Mm-hmm. That talent show not only featured Rakim that we talked about already, featured Daryl Chill Mitchell, which we talked about, but it also featured the diabolical Bizmarkie. Talk about that talent show.
I'm about to fall over the mic. But that talent show, fast forward. I always fast backwards. Class of 86. All right. When I first met Biz, God bless him, you don't know the loss that hip-hop just suffered. But this man, I met Biz at Wyandanch High School in the gym. We all met him at the same time.
Okay.
I just told his story at Newsday, and they was bugging.
Yes.
We met Biz at the high school at a class of 86 Valentine's Day party, which Mr. Frank Abel, which was the band teacher.
Shout out to Frank Abel.
Yep. Let us have, because we was raising money to get uniforms and instruments, because we was the baddest ragtag band in the history of Long Island.
Winning Newsday competitions.
Period. We was, woo. So Biz comes in out of nowhere. We having our party. Running up to the booth. And I'm like, okay, he's doing our thing. He's standing, he grabs my microphone. I'm the diabolical Bizmarkie, and we're doing this, and I got Grandmaster Flash outside, and now, one thing you don't do
Just touch a man's mic.
is touch a man's mic, especially in Wyandanch.
Yes. Yes.
You don't realize you in the
where
Mecca,
you are. Yes.
where you at.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to beat him up. I come behind the booth. Did I tell you you could touch the booth? Right. But see, Biz, we saw the flyers.
Right.
Mike and Dave. He was with Mike and Dave.
Right.
Dougie Fresh. We saw the flyer, and they had a little picture of him in the corner.
Right.
A little round picture. This weird-looking guy.
Pre-social media days, we could not look anyplace else and see his face.
Right. So he comes in, he's announcing his party, but I don't care.
Right.
And they like holding me back. Belal, chill, let him say it. Because they know who he is.
Who he is and
what's
coming.
Because he touching my equipment. So after all of that, he walks out and he comes back and says, yo, taps me on the shoulder or something. I'm wrapping up. Yo, I'm sorry. I get excited, man.
Of course.
My name is Biz. What's your name? My name is Belal. And boom, boom, boom. And I'm sorry I got mad too.
Right.
I thought we was going to start crying. I don't even know this dude.
Right.
Right, but it's the fact that he apologized.
Right. It's everything.
And I was like, wow, that's,
Grown man.
So we was been best friends ever since.
And you and I, the last 5 years, we've talked a lot about Biz. You and I worked together on the Wyandanch Family Day Committee. We spent every Friday before Wyandanch Day together, always picking up the generator, always making sure we had enough power to put the show together. And the last thing before I moved on, you're still with the committee, before I moved on, the committee was planning to bring Bizmarkie back in 2020, contract signed. He was going to be the host of Wyandanch Day. We were going to honor him, give him the keys to the city. First, COVID happens, and then this year happens, and we had to go virtual instead of that. So when that happened, I obviously had to talk to you. I didn't know Biz personally, but through talking to you, I felt close to him.
Yeah, Biz was a one of a kind. Biz, I will say this. Out of all of hip hop, and I'm a hip hop historian. Nobody, when I mean nobody represented hip hop for one like Biz did. Nobody, they can say they put Long Island on the map. Okay, who you talk about? Biz put Long Island on the map. And let me tell you why. Because Biz was literally walking from Patchogue to Wyandanch just to come to my house parties. 25
miles on or about.
Biz was not only he would go to, and everybody noticed, he would go to North Babylon High School. He would go to Amityville High School. He would go to Wyandanch High School, Brentwood High School, Longwood High School, CI. It don't matter. He would be hopping trains, walking, anything he would
he had to get there.
He had to get there. No cars. None of us had cars.
No cars, no
You know
money, no rides. One man on a mission.
On a mission.
Super focused to get where he had to get.
He was the first guy that connected us with the city early. He said, Belal, after we practice and we doing our little house, Belal, you got to get out more, Rakim. You need to get Pop, you need to get out more. I'm going to take you to a battle.
He thought Biz saw that y'all were ready for a bigger stage.
Yeah. And he was like, y'all got to get out there. Just follow me and I'll take you everywhere. He took us to a spot, 201, another high school out in Harlem.
Okay.
At a battle.
Okay.
It was Dougie Fresh.
Okay.
He was the man. He was in Beach.
Lottie-dottie.
Lottie-dottie and all that. Dougie Fresh. Rob Bass was in the battle before his record.
It Takes Two.
So we uptown, dead uptown.
We ready.
I'm like representing, like, I don't care where I'm from. The cutter on the Long Island's fastest cutter on the back of my shirt. Oh,
that's what you had, Long Island's fastest cutter?
Oh, yeah.
We ready.
Grand BMC, we ready.
You're a long way from the Shy Kid and the suit.
No. All the confidence came from Ra. Let me tell you, Ra, Chill, because these guys already had confidence. Snake.
Yes.
All those guys. So it started building up, but I was still humble.
Yes.
Because, I just let my hands do it.
Yeah.
So, we at the battle, and all of a sudden, he's like, yo, this is what it's like, and da-da-da-da-da, and I know y'all gonna kill him. And I got the best MC. I already know.
There's no question. You got a squad. You got a squad. There's no question.
We're getting ready to bring havoc to them, right? So, all of a sudden, Dougie is a beatbox and Biz. This is competition.
Okay.
At the end of the day, it's competition. It's friendly competition.
But it's competition.
Yes. And Dougie was on some, I'm Dougie Fresh. So, and Biz was just chilling. He just chilling. All of a sudden we hear, oh, you know this kid, blah, 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 Bizmarkie. Everybody like, no, we dead uptown. Oh, y'all know the kid, the ugly kid.
Oh.
Yeah. Ra, he had to been every bit of 14, 15 years old. Ra put on that look.
Let's go.
Yo, B, get that impeach the president ready.
Impeach the president.
Get that impeach the president ready.
Get it ready.
Nobody, this is my man. And I learned a lot from him.
Right.
Because I was older than him. I'm older than him 3 years.
Right.
And I was like, let's do it.
It's about respect.
Right. So
it's about respect.
Ra got up there. Now, it was a whole lot of disrespect because I'm not so much disrespect. We in their
It's
town.
the nature of a
We're
battle.
in their town.
It's the nature
We're
of a battle.
In their area.
You in Harlem. You're in the same Harlem that your father moved to. It is the mecca of African American culture in this country, where everything is invented. You can make it in Harlem. You can make it anywhere. So they're from Harlem. They think they have that title, and y'all coming forward.
But we don't really know how good we are because we never stepped outside.
Right.
A lot of the crews from Wyandanch and all the other areas never really step outside of that comfort zone. So Biz was the one that put us out of our comfort zone. And when that happened, now we mad.
Right.
That's my man. Let's go.
No question.
Barry B smashes the headphones in my chest, and I'm like, word? Oh, no, we ready to go. So Rod jumped up on the table like this, a little bigger, a little table. Look at a little Rod getting up on the table. He said, bump with the rhythm, get in with the bass. Come on, Super B, let's done the place. I'm like, boom!
Hit it.
And when he did that 7 MCs up in the line.
7 MCs put him in the line.
This was before Lottie Dottie.
Before.
When he did that, everybody went.
Long before it's recorded.
Arguably
it's been documented as the greatest line in hip hop ever. take 7 MCs, put them in a line, add 7 more brothers who think they can rhyme. Well, it takes 7 more before I go for mine. Now that's 21 MCs ate up at the same time.
Yo, I've seen him do that rhyme in front of, like, we'll be in Brentwood. I'll never get this. The Rock Squad, which was Groove's crew.
Okay.
They come downstairs. Just me and Ra at this house party, which April was. See, all these things in house party happened to me. All these different things. And before I won't say that, but a lot of things just happened to me.
Right.
So he does the 7 MCs on the line in front of K Solo, Groove. I can't believe Smitty D. I can't remember if Parrish was there, but everybody was like, "What is this dude's from the moon?"
It's the line that will make other MCs not want to rhyme. So B, let me ask you a couple of things. I know we're pushing the time, so I'm gonna ask you a couple other things. You took us through the process of how you got to where you was, why they wrote the movie House Party about you and Chill and what was going on in the Long Island scene. Fast forward after that's done, and help me with my history if I'm wrong on the years. You guys, Groove Be Chill, you get signed to Uptown Records. You release your records, Nothing Like Hip Hop Music. Mm-hmm. You told me this the other day, but you got to tell the people, Uptown Records had an annoying intern working there.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that intern.
But I'm going to fast forward backwards again,
okay.
real quick. Nate Tinsley brought our demo to Andre Arell.
Okay.
Andre's like, he was looking for a new group to add to the Uptown crew, which was the first record to seal the deal for Uptown Records.
Okay.
The great Uptown Records. Nate was working with the producers of that. He brought out demo tape, which was Dragon Breath. No, I don't have Dragon Breath. It was a record.
Got you.
Dragon Breath and something else. I think it was Why Me. Can't remember. No, it was Why Me and Dragon Breath. And then from there, Andre just went crazy. He said, let's sign him, baby.
That's done.
The great, God bless him. Andre was like, let's sign him. That's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Of course it
so
is.
So if he co-signed it, then we nice.
It's over.
It's over. So Heavy D and the boys with Vanessa Senquist, which is Sydney Shireen in the movie. Sydney Shireen, that's their real name.
Of course.
Heavy D and the boys, Brothers Black, Woody Rock, and us. We the ones that started Uptown.
Of
Records.
Course. Uptown Records.
Right. Boom, we do the album. We were supposed to come out with Why Me. The second record was supposed to be Why Me. But what happened was there was some hateration at the radio.
Okay.
And Andre didn't put the record out because somebody said that the record was offensive because Chill said fart and poop. Believe that.
And this is what? Give me the year when you couldn't say fart and poop on the record.
86.
86.
Yeah.
And fast forward to today, you can say anything in the world. Come on now.
Come on, man. So they pulled the record, and so we really didn't have anything to do, but we were still with Uptown. But so back then, we wasn't the type of group to just sit and be shelved. So we was like, you know what, let's get back on it, boom, boom, boom. So what Andre did, he put us in a workshop with the Hudlin brothers.
Okay, nice.
Right? And this is a young Hudlin brothers. No movies, no nothing.
Nothing.
But it was in the Black Filmmakers, the thing that they had started, Filmmakers Organization. So we doing improvs with Heavy D, God bless him. It was us, Vanessa Senquist.
Nice.
So one day, down one of the things that happened to me in the basement, me and Chill's improving.
Okay.
Groove, he's improving. We all improving. But what caught their eye, I never get this. Yo, Chill, if you bump that table one more time, I'm acting like I'm DJing. Because we on records, young man.
Right.
We on records, youngins. We on records. There's no MP3s. We on records.
Right.
Real craft, real skill sets.
Right.
And you bump the table, all your skill set go right out the window.
It throws everything.
It throws everything off. MC's mad, the people mad. I said, if you bump, because he's always bumping the table because it would be crowded in the basement. I mean, we used to make $1.
And Chill was a dancer like that.
Yeah.
Chill was a dancer like that.
Yeah.
How we doing on time? We can edit this conversation out because I see you checking it. We're good? Okay. We'll cut that conversation out. Okay, so go ahead.
So we you know, we making $1,000 on $1 on my house party.
Nice.
That's how I was getting my equipment, y'all.
Let's go.
Let's go so we can have some more parties.
Right.
All right. So what happened was they said, hold up, wait a minute, do that again. Hold up, wait a minute, do that again. What else y'all got? Hold up, wait a minute. Because they also did, a lot of people don't know, their first work was with Uptown. With Heavy D's video, which we was in.
Okay.
And Uptown's Kicking It.
Okay.
Of course, which we was in. So, but they loved us. Because we was on time. We was there.
Ready.
We was ready. But they was like, hold up, wait a minute. What, huh?
Right.
Keep going.
Right.
So we kept adding to it. So it'd be like, yo, why is this dude late again? Yo, Mike Mitchell, why are you late?
Right.
He gets to the party. I got all my equipment outside. My Vegas, the this, the that. This fool come back with who? 3 other girls. Late, an hour late. In the car, we got it in a Dodge Hornet.
Right. That's tight.
And I can't get this equipment in here.
Right.
So I curse everybody out.
Right.
Including the girls.
Right.
And then he leaves, drops them off, and comes back another hour. And then we go. And then he's taking my equipment and scratching it all up.
Oh, come on.
A brand new coffin.
And all of that is in the script
all of
of House
that is
Party.
in House Party because it was funny.
Right.
But the movie was our movie.
Right.
Make no mistake about it.
Right.
The movie was Groovy Chill's movie, and Vanessa Sinquist was supposed to play Sydney Shireen.
Right.
But at the time, Andre didn't know this was going on.
Ooh.
He didn't know what came out of that workshop until a lot later. And he was like, yo, I need y'all guys to come to the house and to the apartment and boom, boom, boom. We're going to write out a script for y'all guys because we got it. We're going to make y'all boom, boom, boom.
I remember Chill showed me the script for House Party. Long before it was done, it was in a book this big.
Sure was.
He said, Kev, I'm studying. And he told me prophetically to this day, I've told him the story, I've told others. He said, Kev, Ra is going to blow first on the music level. Mm-hmm. But this thing right here, this acting, taking serious, I'm going to get in this, and I'm not going to look back. I'm taking it serious.
You know, Groove was who played.
Yep.
Chill was Kid.
Kid.
And I'm DJ Belal.
Played by Martin Lawrence. And we are the ones that shopped the movie. Right.
We went with them and did all of the acting improvs in front of the executives.
So you can get a chance to see how it was going to play out.
Because back then, you couldn't really, they didn't have money really to record it.
Right.
So we would go straight there and improv it. Boom. Read the script. Boom, bam, boom. And what happened was they read for New Line Cinema. I wasn't there that day.
Okay.
They read for New Line Cinema. And New Line Cinema, they got it. Yo, we got to do this movie. Boom. We all happy. Come back, we got it, Bilal, we got it. I'm like, yes! Raj popping. You know, we get ready. We were like, yo, a real movie. But at the same time, it didn't really kick in to us. This is the big time now.
Right.
We just, all we know is.
It's just the excitement of being on the big screen.
Right. New Line Cinema was small.
Right.
So they was like, so the following week, they went back to the Hullen brothers and it was like, you know, those guys are really good, but they don't have a record out. You know, you know, we got to find somebody else that has a record, but they going to be in the movie.
Okay.
They got to be in the movie.
Okay.
Right? So after we cried over it and was mad about it, and we said, never miss an opportunity. You don't know where it's going to take you to. You know, because what really happened was they tried to get Fresh Prince,
Will Smith and
Jazzy Jeff to do it. They had some situation where they could do it with New Line Cinema. So they went to Kid and Play. They had, you know,
It was hot.
They was hot.
They had a song and they had a dance.
Songs. Right, they had the dancing and boom, boom, boom. So they fit. So Groove played still Groove, Chill played Chill, and they said, Belal, just pick a role, whatever you want. I said, which one gonna be making the most money?
Woo!
He said, it's a part you're gonna be sleeping all through the movie.
Okay.
That's the one I want. So I actually
Do you have any speaking lines? You just like wake up one time.
No, I actually was through the whole movie. They cut out a lot of the movie.
I got you. Okay, well, they always overfilm.
But when you're on set, you're still making money.
For the amount of time you're on set.
The whole time I was
like
there.
A per diem. You always are there.
Always. If you there 7 in, you don't do nothing till like 5 in the daytime. You're still getting paid.
Lesson, children. Lesson. So B, you done took it through all this. You did that, and you have. I know you took a little hiatus, but you've stayed consistent this whole time. For all the people that watch this interview and want to book you today, talk to me about. You got a couple of things going now. You got Simply the Best. You got Fleet DJs. Talk to me about where people can find you, follow you, and most importantly, book you.
Well, over the years, I've been.
Oh, we're on timeout? Okay, keep going. Okay, I'm sorry. So let me lead again, because we're going to cut that. So, B, talk to me about now. How can people follow you on social media? Because you post your music, but you also post some funny stuff that keeps me cracking up. But more importantly, people, if you didn't learn anything else and all of the back stuff we're talking, your next function, this is the man that you want to book. And we're going to show all of that down here. But B, part of my theme for this season is change the narrative. You have been DJing in front of people. You've done proms, graduations, all sort of major events, probably bar mitzvahs and everything else in between. All of that being said, 2020 comes and all in-person entertainment comes to a screeching halt. And once again, you change the narrative and you're everywhere that people could be when they had to have parties virtually. And you're everywhere that people need to see you going forward. So take me through where people can find you now, from Instagram to Twitch, and talk about the Fleet DJs and Simply the Best.
Okay. You know I'm a back forward.
You've been hitting me with the reverse all the time.
Now, basically, once the group we broke up after our first and last album, as a DJ, I had to change the narrative in the sense of, and Biz was a big part of my getting out there. When Biz started DJing, he literally went cold turkey from recording.
Put the mic down and start DJing.
He didn't want to do it no more, the business. He said, Belal, I'm going to become a DJ. A lot of people don't know he was the first celebrity DJ, period.
Okay.
He taught everybody how to make money. I stopped DJing. He came to my house. He said, are you crazy? Make the money, Belal. You're a real DJ. You know what I mean? He got me and he gave me some cases. He gave me some records. He gave me everything I needed, needles. He restructured me, just like he did Kane. When he found Kane, he restructured Kane. He was a person that restructured people to make a bag.
Got you.
And that has helped me to this day. So from there, I had to work on my own as DJ Belal. No more group.
Got you. Solo.
I had to go solo. And, Chill was doing his thing, Groove doing his thing. So it took me a minute to get my niche. And one of them is rockin' parties.
Okay.
Rockin' parties, I decided a few years back to start Simply the Best mobile DJs for clients, for my people. Because I believe in our people should have a standard just like everybody else.
Every other business.
You're doing a wedding, you shouldn't be coming in with no 2 speakers and a whole bunch of wires everywhere. You should become professional just like everybody else. So that's what I instill. That's why I buy the equipment I buy.
Okay.
That's why everything is top notch. for a good price, but you got to pay.
You got to pay.
Got to pay for the service.
Absolutely.
So I'm on the service end of that. But I split it down the middle. I have a professional career.
Okay.
The mobile DJing is a bag.
Okay.
But my professional side of that is touring, is playing in front of 10,000 people, 20,000 people. You know, I got the craft, you know, from Eastern Light, playing in front of thousands and playing with people like Charlie Wilson, Tank, Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight. I don't play with them all, right? So that groomed me for that. So I split it down the middle, like Pat Joe said.
Mm-hmm.
Today's price is not yesterday's
Today's price is not yesterday's price.
But I'm always fair.
Of course
you know what I'm saying? But on the professional side, there's so many DJs now. You got to come with
right.
that. You got to come with a whole different angle. You know what I'm saying? I feel that a lot of the classic DJs are the best DJs in the world.
Of course.
Period. And when you talk about Jazzy Jeff, when you talk about Biz, you talk about Kid Capri, you talk about Scratch, it's so many of them. Breakbeat Lou, all of these guys have legendary things that they did. So why not me become a legend? Because at the end of the day, the legend is nothing but a name, but it's what you've done to make you that. And my thing is, with Long Island have a lot of great DJs, have a lot of legendary DJs, but when we go outside, just because we're from Long Island, we don't get that respect. So that's why I call myself a legend, because why not become a legend from Long Island? I am a legend from Long Island.
You are the legendary DJ Belal. Belal, what didn't I ask you about that you want to tell the people about before we wrap it up?
What was that?
What didn't I ask you about? I think we covered it all.
Yeah, because, like I said, my thing now is to keep diversifying. Like right now, I got new management, DMD management. I got a new website coming out, DJ Belal, www.djbelal.com.
We're going to drop that right there. Y'all gonna find it, follow it.
My Twitter, my Twitch, DJ Belal1.
DJ Belal1.
My Instagram, DJ Belal. All that's, are the, thing. But my thing, learning from Andre Arell, is branding. And you always got to keep yourself current. And that's what, to me, makes somebody relevant. It doesn't matter really what you did back in the day. It's a lot of guys did a lot of stuff back in the day. But at the end of the day, can you rock that party? Can you rock that 1,000 people? Can you rock that 20 people? That's the hardest thing.
Something small and personal is just as important. And this is going to drop in October. The world is opening up a little bit. More people are going to come out. More people are going to come out. Party people in the place to be when you listen to this podcast and you're ready for your next function and you need that DJ that's going to give you that special feel, turn to none other than the legendary DJ Belal. Yeah.
I want to thank you, bro.
Good. No, come on, man. Come on, you already know.